Hey guys. Lighting is kind of but at least you can see me. Um, and it's not even that late, it's only like 4. But this is going to be my March wrap up. I still technically have 2 more days in March, but I don't know what I'll be reading. For example, today I am not reading anything, I'm just marathoning The Musketeers. Because I just discovered that show and I really, really like it. So yeah, I've just generally been watching more TV than reading, which is really unfortunate, but hopefully I'll get back into a reading mood soon. But because of that, I kind of started a lot of things in March and didn't finish a whole lot. I did finish 3 things. First, I finished Lindy's Diary, which is the second. It's in the deluxe edition of Beastly by Alex Flynn, or I think it's available as an ebook, and it is about 120 something pages, and it's Beastly, the Beastly story from Lindy's point of view through diary entries, and it was really cute. In some ways, I don't want to say I liked it more than Beastly, because that's definitely not true, but I definitely liked it just as much. It was just really cool because I think I read Beastly about a year ago, so it was really fun to wait and read Lindy's Diary now because I was able to separate myself from the original story, but I was reminded of all these things that happened through Lindy's Diary, and it was also really cool just seeing things from her perspective. And she was a really cool character. I don't know if I liked her better seeing things from her point of view. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But I really liked all of the book references. That was my favorite part. And yeah, so that was thoroughly enjoyable, and I highly recommend it if you have read Beastly and you enjoyed it. I don't recommend reading it if you haven't read Beastly. I definitely would say you need to read Beastly first, because that's the one that has all the detail. So you would be missing out on a lot if you tried to read Lindy's Diary before reading Beastly. But yeah, so it was really good. 4 or 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The next thing I read was The Shadow Cabinet by Maureen Johnson, and oh my gosh, it was so good. I have to dock it maybe half a star, so maybe a 4.5 or a 4. I think I would give it a 4.5, so I have to give it a 4, just because unfortunately it took me a good while to get into it. It took me maybe 50 to 100 pages to become thoroughly invested, and basically the second half of the book is where all the action was, in my opinion. So it was still thoroughly enjoyable, but it just took me a bit to get into. So yes, and unfortunately I can't really tell you much about it because it's the 3rd one in the series. But yes, it was just really good, and I just highly recommend it. So what I'll do is I will recommend Name of the Star to you guys if you haven't gotten into this series yet, because it has to do with ghosts and Jack the Ripper and boarding school and London and history. It's awesome. So yeah, I highly recommend the series. And okay, I don't know, between Shadow Cabinet and Madness Underneath, I don't know which one I liked better. So I'm going to say that I did like them equally, because I feel like I had the same problem with Madness Underneath, where it took me a bit to get into that one, and then I was hooked. Whereas Name of the Star, I was hooked immediately, and that's still my favorite of the series. But yeah, so that was really, really good. And then the last thing that I finished, or the last thing I remember finishing, is Arrow Volume 2, which was better than the first one. I did like it, but like, I like both of them. I really like the writing and the illustrations, but with both of them I have had issues with the disjointedness between the comics and the show, because the thing is, this set of comics is supposed to be based on the show, not a continuation of the Green Arrow comics. So because of that, I feel like it should be closer to the show, and I keep reading little vignettes in the series, or like, I guess it's individual issues, where it feels like a character should be there and they're not, or things are going out of order. Yeah, so probably like a 3.5 for that one. I still really enjoyed it though. It was very good, and the illustrations are gorgeous. Yeah, so that's all that I finished in March, but I did also read, I continued with American Gods. I got about 100 pages further in American Gods than I was. I am on page 160 now, I believe. And I feel really bad because I do want to finish it and I am enjoying it, but other things keep catching my attention. But yeah, I did get 100 pages further into it and I am enjoying it, and I will continue on with it in March. I was supposed to read Trigger Warning, but since I haven't finished American Gods yet, I couldn't read Trigger Warning, so I just returned it to the library and put it on hold again, so hopefully by the time it comes around to me this time, I will definitely be finished with American Gods. Same with Fragile Things, actually, because obviously the story that I want to read in that is a sequel to American Gods, so I can't read that until I finish American Gods. And what else did I start? I've just today started Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien, so I will be getting further with that before the end of the month, which is tomorrow, but obviously I don't think I'll finish it before the end of the month because it's about a 19-hour long audiobook and I'm following along in my copy, so I think I'm just going to listen to a few hours of that every day until I leave for vacation on Friday, and so that will be in my April wrap-up. So yeah, that's unfortunately all I read in March, but I'm okay with slow reading right now, and I think once I get a job and get into a routine, I'll actually be reading more instead of less, because right now I just always want to watch TV for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I read in March. Please let me know if you've read any of those, and I will post a April TBR. Maybe also today or maybe tomorrow. It depends on how long it takes this video to upload, but yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.